Welcome to Coreum Concepts. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. Going to test out the new Starlink system, do a live stream, see how it works, and do our daily update this way. There we go. Shut that down. Okay, here we go. Thanks for coming by the channel today. Appreciate your support. Gonna do a quick update today just to test everything out. Have a lot of announcements to make this weekend. Gonna be doing that officially tomorrow. Probably tell you a little bit about it here today, but let's get right into this here now. Checking in with Smart Stake Analytics. Total staked Coreum is sitting at 187,848,000. Staking APR is currently at 31.93. 36.7% of the supply is currently staked. The average delegation is 39,696 Coreum, currently worth about $6,000 per delegation. Coreum Foundation submitted the second governance proposal with the aim of incrementally expanding the active validator set from 32 to 64. Upon the passing of this proposal, the maximum number of validators will increase to 40. With this gradual approach, minimal to no impact on throughput and the block time is expected, preserving the network's operational efficiency and performance. Along with increased participation and incentive, Coreum aims for a stronger, scalable, and more sustainable ecosystem that fosters broader community participation. All Coreum holders can vote using their preferred wallets. So that's exciting to hear. Validators are expanding. It's just going to allow more participants, allow us to spread out that delegation even further for more decentralization, more security. So that's great news. I've heard since that we have enough votes to pass that. This will need an update. There we go. So you can see here, proposal number 2, increase max validator set size to 40. It's in voting. 329 votes, 12 of the validators have voted, 47.24% of the vote. There's vote distribution, and just over 2 days left. And you can break it down even a little further. Such a great tool, this Smart Stake Analytics. I can't thank you enough for your contributions to this network here with all this data. So the proposal here is through a series of on-chain proposals, we propose to incrementally increase the maximum number of active validators from 32 to 64. The plan is to methodically carry out this expansion across 4 distinct proposals, with each adding 8 validators to the set. This approach ensures a smooth and controlled transition whilst providing opportunities for monitoring and potential optimization. The proposed change is expected to have minimal to no impact on throughput and block time, thereby preserving the network's operational efficiency and performance. Importantly, it facilitates broader community participation and offers increased incentivization opportunities to network participants. We are confident that this transition will enhance a more robust, scalable, and sustainable ecosystem, thereby reinforcing the ethos of active engagement within our network. Upon the passing of this proposal, the maximum number of validators will be increased to 40. So there you can see the current vote, 89.8% saying yes, 10.1% saying no, 0.02% have abstained. So this is going to be a great tool, to really keep track of everything that's going on, keep everybody accountable for their votes. So you can see here who voted no. So there you go. Informal Systems has voted no. And then these are just individual wallets. So a couple big wallets in there. But yeah, what a great tool. Some abstained. And here's the validators so far that have voted yes. Cosmos Station, Zen Lounge, 007 Coreum, Solo Nation, Key Rock, EcoStake, Synchrotron, Core Heroes, Ubit Capital, Riser and Earnwise, ByteStake, Bumbaloo, Coreum Services, Drip Labs, Macy and Foster. Yeah, great. That's just fantastic tool. It's going to be used a lot moving forward. Okay, checking in with our validators here. Cosmos Station still in first place, 18.8 million. BitTrue second with 18.1. Zen Lounge close behind, 17.9. 007 Coreum just about to break through that 10 million mark. Good to see them hitting that new barrier, passing through it here hopefully soon. I've been in talks with 007. Hopefully we're going to get together again, have another chat, just to get a general update on how things are going. And Informal Systems still in fifth place there at 8.5 million. Really curious on why they would vote against expanding the validators. And I say that because I know, they come from the Cosmos ecosystem, very, very intelligent people involved with informal system as far as builders. So, I know they didn't just throw the vote out there recklessly. I'm sure they have their reasons for voting that way. I'd be curious to know them. If anybody does hear any feedback on that, please let me know, or leave a comment below. Or Informal Systems, anybody related with that listening to this, here's more welcome here anytime to discuss anything to do with our community and the validators, even the Cosmos community. I actually attend quite a few Cosmos Twitter spaces. I try and learn as much as I can, just to see what's going on in that ecosystem. A lot of that technology is going to interact with the IBC once it's interoperable. So I'm just trying to learn as much as I can about it. So. And then on ranked from the lowest fees, highest rewards, you still have Smart Stake with their promotion of 0%, 007 Coreum right behind with 0.5%, BitTrue at 1%, Solo Nation at 1%, and Byte Stake at 1%. Checking in on the current signing. You see you have a couple here having some issues here in the last 8 hours. Citadel 1, Stake Cedo. And going to the average signing. See this Friends is here now. Yeah, and I don't know if this just showed up or I just haven't noticed it before, but I keep finding new little things on this site here. And this one here is validators that run the Restake app. So if you want to see which ones are utilizing the Restake app, they're all listed here. So that's pretty cool. And then the other thing that's here too is validators that run IBC relayers. So you can click on that. There's nothing there yet, but it's going to be exciting once that starts populating, once we got IBC connected. Here's the whole list of validators. I see Core Heroes having some issues here, it looks like. 0% of the block signed the last 8 hours. And so here you can track number of times slashed. They've been slashed twice already. I assume this is one of them. Yeah, here you go. It's been down at least 8 hours. Only around 42% last day. Core Heroes validators having some issues. I haven't specifically looked for any comment regarding that. Just kind of stumbling across this here now. So I'm sure we'll hear from the team here soon to see what's going on with that. Checking in with the markets, got Coreum sitting at 14.35 cents. You can see here it was under some pressure here the last 24 hours, down all the way to 13 cents. Got Sologenic coming in at 10.36. XRP's holding the 50-cent mark. You can see it had a pull back down to 47.5. Bitcoin, through all of that, held up fairly good, 25,802 still. Atom was under some significant pressure. It went all the way down to $7. Everything's pulled back a little bit here now, but I'd be very careful. Could have just been the first leg. Total crypto market cap sitting at 1.02 trillion. Gold 1960. Silver 2426. The DXY 103.553. Manorito market risk indicator sitting at 241. Been about sideways here both last little while. So I'm going to put together a proper episode to announce. Zeev and I have signed an MOU. Going to do some work together. I follow them quite a bit. They're great at educating people on Web3, both on the technology side and on the user side. So just great resource. They cover a lot of different blockchains. So the contacts that they have for different projects, different information. It's quite large, quite expansive, and they're having regular webinars and Twitter Spaces, and there's just so much to learn from them. I'm just couldn't be more pleased to have partnered up with them to work together, educating and bringing people into Web3 and the Coreum ecosystem. They supply a lot of infrastructure needs for people that have validators on the Coreum blockchain. So it's very relevant to our community. And it's just very good people, and they're putting a lot of work and effort into educating people on our ecosystem. Just a warning out there, CryptoAerie posted BitBoy Twitter was hacked. Apparently it's airdrop of some kind to connect your wallet. I hope my audience is wise enough to stay away from those kind of scams. But just the same, if you're ever unsure, please reach out to the community members. Be safe out there. There's in bear markets, there's lots of sharks out there trying to get at your bag. So if you're ever unsure about something, or if it seems too good to be true, just reach out, ask. We've got lots of eyes and ears out there. If it's a scam, we'll likely have heard about it. Bob Ross posted the war on crypto. What doesn't kill crypto makes it more decentralized. Stand strong. Decentralize the future, and SEC resistance are his hashtags. So I think Dubai's become home base. It would be nice if U.S. regulations were on board, or we get some clarity, but either way, it looks like Bob's confident moving forward with or without him. And certainly not scared to call him out. Brad Garlinghouse too, which is surprising to me because, with the lawsuit coming to an end, you think they'd just be sitting quiet for a bit just to see what happens, but quite the contrary. He says if it wasn't already clear, it should be now. Chair Gensler's laughable pro-innovation stance, as he said today, is exactly the opposite. What this also tells me is that the SEC is throwing lawsuits at the wall and hoping they distract from the agency's FTX debacle. Follows that up with saying it's embarrassing to watch an unelected bureaucrat flail like this to mask the fact that he and his agency don't have the power that he so desperately craves. No one is fooled. So, yeah, it's pretty bold coming from a CEO that's spent upwards of $200 million on a court case that's just coming to an end. So, be interesting to see what happens. Big week ahead. The famous Hinman emails are supposed to be released by the 13th, so everybody's anxiously awaiting the contents of those. An article here says the U.S. SEC crackdown on Coinbase Binance puts crypto exchanges on notice. This was from the other day, but other U.S. crypto exchanges are likely to be in the firing line after the SEC this week sued Coinbase and Binance, two of the world's largest crypto exchanges, for allegedly breaching its rules. The SEC on Tuesday alleged Coinbase traded at least 13 assets that are securities, which should have been registered. Well, on Monday, it also accused Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, offering 12 cryptocurrency coins without registering them as securities. The lawsuit expands the overall number of cryptocurrencies that the SEC explicitly identified as securities. That raises questions about the other exchanges that have allowed U.S. investors to trade those tokens, such as Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com, OKCoin, and whether they could be at risk of regulatory action, industry executives said. Some exchanges may look to delist the tokens in question. All U.S. exchanges should now be on notice that they may be subject to enforcement action if they permit or have permitted these tokens to be traded. A spokesman for the crypto exchange Bitstamp said the company takes all new regulatory developments very seriously and is currently reviewing the new information that has come out this week to determine what actions to take. Both Coinbase and Binance deny the SEC's allegations and have pledged to vigorously defend themselves in court, and the SEC has declined to comment. While crypto companies started out a regulatory gray area, the SEC, under leadership of Gary Gensler, has steadily asserted the agency's jurisdiction over the industry, arguing most tokens meet the definition of security and should be subject to the same and strict disclosure rules. The agency has brought more than 130 crypto lawsuits and settlements to date, according to data from consultancy Cornerstone Research and the SEC website. Coinbase and Binance suit this week expand that list to include some commonly traded tokens such as Solana, Cardano, and Polygon. We would not be surprised to see more lawsuits from the U.S. regulators and possibly the DOJ in the next few weeks, said Scott Freeman, co-founder of JST Digital. Spokesperson for the Justice Department declined to comment. Crypto companies, including Coinbase and Binance, dispute the SEC's authority, saying many tokens are more akin to commodities and have repeatedly called for regulators to create clear rules rather than assert their jurisdiction via enforcement actions. In quotes, we do not list securities. For every asset we list, our teams conduct thorough risk and security evaluations, which include a comprehensive legal and compliance process. We'll continue to closely monitor this case and others for precedential rulings, a spokesperson for Kraken said. Gemini, Crypto.com, and OKCoin did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The latest lawsuits will play out in court, which could take years. A SEC suit alleging Ripple's XRP token is a security, for example, has been under litigation for more than 2 years. But whether the SEC wins or loses, the suits send a strong signal to the industry that the agency is not going to let up. While big crypto companies can afford to fight the SEC, smaller companies have filed for bankruptcy following SEC enforcement actions, including crypto exchange Beaxy. I don't think that this SEC under this leadership necessarily cares whether they win or lose in the courts. I think what they are engaging in is a coordinated campaign to essentially destroy the crypto economy in the United States. And that was from Stuart Alderati, the chief legal officer at Ripple. He's not messing around there. Gensler has suggested an industry shakeout would be good for investors. I disagree with the notion. The crypto intermediary compliance is impossible, Gensler said in a speech on Thursday, adding, however, that it takes work. According to analysts at Bernstein, roughly 90% of the crypto trading has already takes place outside of the U.S. Executives said they expected exchanges to continue to expand into international regions that have more favorable regulations. Coinbase, for example, has previously said it would consider moving its global headquarters outside of the U.S. I would imagine that other firms spooked by the prevalent trend for regulation by enforcement will follow suit. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes of that case, these emails. And the other thing, I don't know if I checked that article here. Yeah, here we go. The SEC has asked the court to grant a temporary restraining order to freeze the assets tied to Binance US. So they're going after him. There's no doubt about it. On a more positive note, Stably put out a post-blockchain news of the week as Coreum. Last week we announced the exciting news of USDS launching on Coreum. Today we dive deeper into the highlights that make the blockchain platform truly special. Thread below. We're proud to announce the native launch of our Stably USD stablecoin under the ticker USDS on the Coreum blockchain. You can now buy, sell Coreum USDS via our fiat gateway, Stably Ramp. Read more here. I was at the impression a while ago that in Canada we couldn't use Stably, but I'm going to try again with this latest announcement here. They go on to say Coreum, a third-generation Layer 1 enterprise-grade blockchain, is making waves in the industry with its impressive features and capabilities. Built as a core infrastructure for dApps, Coreum offers ISO 222 compatibility, IBC interoperability, and novel smart token. It's a game changer. Coreum is a game changer, providing elevated throughput, cost-effective fees, unparalleled scalability. With 7,000 transactions per second, it ensures the transaction processing and modular applications, driving decentralized tech adoption in large-scale organizations. In a nutshell, Coreum provides a robust, secure, and compliance-ready infrastructure for building next-gen dApps. As the first enterprise-grade Layer 1 blockchain, it offers ISO 222 compliance, modular design, interoperability, and an exceptional transaction processing capability. Stably, a leading stablecoin issuer recognizes Coreum's potential and chooses it as the optimal platform for the launch of USDS stablecoin. Coreum's fast transaction processing and bridge functionality ensure seamless interoperability with various chains. With its cutting-edge technology, scalability, and community-driven innovation, Coreum is poised to revolutionize the dApps landscape. Its enterprise-grade features make it a top choice for businesses looking to implement DeFi applications and protocols. Boom. Great thread. Very good. Kangs of Creation says, get ready, create a profile on risetoday.com, and now you have a chance to win a number of different Coreum NFTs. Follow Coreum Concepts to learn more about community prizes. So, not too sure what Kangs of Creation has in mind specifically. I do have some announcements to make. We didn't reach our goal last month of 1,000 YouTube subscribers. We did have a good gain. It was a valiant effort. We're going to try again this month. We're going to sweeten the pot. One of my longtime followers of this YouTube channel, right back to day one, if you see the comments, often commenting, Zero Cool, likes what the community's doing here, offered us some NFTs from his personal collection to donate as prizes. So I haven't followed through with that yet, but they will be coming, and it's going to be a huge prize package for the rest of June to see if we can get to that 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I got my Coreum punks, a pretty healthy collection of those. I got some Core Ape. I got a Core Ape I'm giving away, amongst other things. So I'm going to announce all that officially tomorrow. If you're already a subscriber, you're already in, and you're good. And I wish everybody luck. I look forward to rewarding some community members with some NFTs. I got some stickers to give out. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big live stream. So far, so good on this one, I think. It's definitely working a lot better than my last internet connection. I don't see a whole lot dropped, so that's awesome. Don't have anybody really watching at this time of day to give me some feedback on how the sound and quality is, but we'll figure it out by tomorrow, I guess. So on the risetoday.com marketplace, one of the new projects on there, Core Nebula Nymphs, has got some very, very spicy art, as you can see here. Now unveiling the Core Nebula Nymphs live on Rise Today NFT Marketplace. Glad to be building on Coreum. Step into a cosmic dreamscape and surf the celestial waves. So there you go. contest coming up. We'll see if we can get a nymph into the contest draw here for the June drawing. I'm still tomorrow. What I plan on doing is I'm gonna give away a core punk, even though we fell short of our goals. I know we did have some good growth, so I'm gonna give away a core punk tomorrow to the subscribers, and I have a core punk that I got to give to somebody on Twitter that I was helping out. They're having problems, I think, on the first and second mint, I think. So, yeah, so I got some of those to give away, and then I'm going to announce the total package of prizes for the June challenge. And, yeah, hopefully we can get to that 1,000 and give these NFTs away and move on. So the Rise NFT Marketplace and Validator, it's community owned, ran by a smart contract. The escrow is growing by the day. Over the next week, I see us being halfway at our goal for reward distributions to begin. Can't say where rewards are distributed except back to the Rise ecosystem to power the Rise. Members know how all the community funds are distributed and will be eligible to vote on many things. So you can see they got looks like 143,000 core in their escrow already. So that's really exciting. If you go back on my channel, you can see I interviewed them several months ago. Fantastic interview. They explained all of this, what this escrow is intended for and how it's going to work, and I really encourage everybody to check them out. This is what their Stellarform membership NFTs look like. Well, they don't all look like this. This is one example of them, but yeah, just really, really wild looking creations. They're meant to have some meditative therapeutic effects also. Yeah, a whole lot going on with these. I really encourage you to look into them if you haven't already. And you could do that by scheduling a call. Learn about Rise today, book a call. It's the best thing to do. Learn about it right from the source. Super nice guy. More than willing to teach and help you understand what you're working on here. This is a peek. A lot of these features are still to come, but this is the staking platform on the Rise ecosystem. All the links, Twitter, Medium. And some more good news. Ape Runners BTC have officially crossed the 1 Bitcoin volume. So that's exciting. I know that was a big goal of theirs to get to there, because you'll get a lot more eyes on the project once you've crossed that. So shout out to them. Hardworking team, high energy, just grinding, trying to get it done. I love it. I love watching these guys work and build. It's going to be something fantastic. So congratulations on crossing that 1 Bitcoin, and can't wait to see the celebration when we get to that 10 mark. So that's it today, guys. I'll end it there. I don't see anybody in the chat. I know it's super late. It's almost midnight on the West Coast, so it's like 3-4 in the morning on the East Coast. But just wanted to test this all out with the new internet system here. Seems to be working good. Hopefully it translates well onto the YouTube. But yeah, exciting times ahead. Make sure you vote. Get out and vote. This is a community project. Make sure your validator votes. If you're delegating with a validator that doesn't vote, I would just unbond well, you don't have to unbond. You can just redelegate, because we're here to participate in this ecosystem. At very least, our validators have to vote and hopefully vote along the lines of their community of delegators that have joined them. So anyways, that's it for today. Appreciate all the support. Leave some comments down below, good, bad, or otherwise. Deep Cool, appreciate the kind words and the donation. Hey, the other cool thing that happened is Huge Green Candle, another fan of the channel here, was hosting a Twitter space the other morning. Would have been nighttime in Japan where he was. Yeah, great guy. Hopefully I'll have him on the channel one day to meet him, because very interesting what's going on over there. Has some connections, trying to encourage him to get an NFT project over to the Rise Today platform here. So anyways, keep an eye out for Huge Green Candle on Twitter Spaces. It does it for Friday nights in Japan. Worked out being would have been Saturday morning. I don't even know. It's been a blur of days, but anyways, Friday nights in Japan. Check out his Twitter space. You won't regret it. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Get us to that 1,000 mark, and some prizes are going to be flying. Peace and prosperity to you all.